Alright, here we are at another episode of Force Plays Magic. This time I am up against Kiora Atua, and I'm going to be playing the 3-color deck that I just unlocked. Let's see how this one works out. This could be really good or really bad. 3 colors means you can get really mana screwed. It means you're not allowed to play things because you just can't afford them. So let's take a look here at what we got. I got a island and a swamp. Now this is 2 colors, so I can use either of those. This is an island and a swamp. That's beautiful. 3 colorless, 11, and okay, so I think I'm actually going to take this. Overall, looks like a solid hand. I get first go as well. Let me go with Swamp first, and then it will be his turn. Before we go further, let me take a look at the cards in my hand. So this is 2 lands for 1/1. I can tap it to put a 1/1 counter on each artifact creature you control. That's unbelievable. Very strong card. Next card, 2/1, Flying Death Touch. So it's got flying, can only be blocked by the creature with flying or with reach. And Death Touch means any creature that blocks it, any creature that this creature deals damage to, it will die. I've got the 2/2 Metalcraft. Metalcraft is activated as long as I have 3 or more artifacts in play. And that will, if that is the case, if Metalcraft is met, then I get he gets flying. So he becomes a 2/2 flying. Darksteel Colossus, this card is unreal. It costs 11 mana, so it takes forever to get into play, but it has trample. Any damage that isn't blocked goes through to the player. It's indestructible, cannot be destroyed. Pretty plain and simple there. And whenever it'd be put into a graveyard from anywhere, I get to reveal Darksteel Colossus and shuffle it back into my library instead. That's a pretty baller card. And then lastly, I have Dead Reckoning, sorcery. You may put target creature from your graveyard to the top of your library. If you do, Dead Reckoning deals damage equal to that card's power to target creature. Again, another pretty awesome card. So he didn't play anything first turn. Good for me. And now it is my second turn. And I believe I'm actually going to start off with this bad boy. Get him in play. Get rid of his Summoning Sickness. Next turn I'll be able to tap him and pump up my artifact creatures. And that's pretty smexy, to be honest with you. Pretty sexy indeed. Let's see what... I don't know what Kiora Atua has got up her sleeve, though, so I gotta keep an eye out. A little suspicious. Still only 2 mana, that's fine. Target creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn for each artifact you control. I think my next thing is actually going to be the 2/1 Death Touch. That seems most logical to me. And I could attack, or I could pump up my creatures. And I think that instead of attacking, I will use his activated ability, because I cannot attack with a tapped creature. So I'll use his activity to pump up my creatures, and oh man, already. So now he becomes a 3/2, and that guy's a 2/2. And I can do that every turn. That is beautiful. That is really, really beautiful. All right, what is he playing right now? Search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, reveal those, and put them into play tapped. That's actually really good. Very good mana accelerant. Allows him to get a lot of mana in play. So the next upcoming turns, he can play a lot more. He's just got a lot in play. All right. So still only 2 lands, but it's okay because I still have plenty that I can do. With those 2 lands, let me see. First and foremost, not going to do that yet. I'm going to wait a little bit. First, I'm going to play this guy, Alpha Mir. Then, I'm going to pump out my creatures again, and he's going to get +1/+1 as well. And look at that. Oh, my creatures again, so beefy, so fast. Attack phase, hit him for 4. Nothing he can do. That's going to drop Kiora down to 16. All right, Kiora. Your days are numbered. 16 already. Looking pretty solid for me. Solid start, but again, I don't know what Kiora's got up her sleeve. She's just getting ramped up. Start off with that mana accelerant and ether mutation. So already that kind of sucks. Now what he's doing, he's returning target creature to my hand, and he's going to get X 1/1 Saproling creature tokens into play. X of the converted mana cost of that card. So he's going to get 2 1/1s. He's returning this to my hand. It only has its converted mana cost is 2. 1 island and 1 swamp. So he gets 2 1/1s in play as a result. Okay. A little frustrating, but not the end of the world. Finally, another mana. So let's see what I can do this turn. I could play this, and that will give him flying. I could also play that card again. I've got the Hunger of the Nim, but I want to save that for a little bit later until I get more artifacts in play, so I can pump up 1 creature and do massive amounts of damage. I can't play this one yet. You may say, Force, you've got 3 mana, but you can see I've got 2 islands and 1 swamp, and this is 1 colorless, so mana of any color, and then 2 swamps. So I need another swamp before I can use Dead Reckoning. I wouldn't even be able to do anything with it because there's no creatures in my graveyard, but just thought I would explain that to you. And I believe right now my best bet is actually going to be to play the Tidewater Sphinx there. Pump up all my creatures. Again, I'm going to do this every single turn because it is so amazing. Now he's a 4/3 and he's a 3/2. During my attack phase, I'll swing for 4. I fully expect him to block with 1 of those, not both, just 1. Instead of taking the damage, is he not going to block? He's not going to block. He's going to take 4. Wow. So bringing Kiora down to 12. I'm interested to see what he has in his hand as a result. Let's see. Combat nothing in second main phase. There we go, finally. I was like, he's got to play something. Draw 4 cards. All right. So Tiding is going to allow him to draw 4 cards. Fill up his hand. Next turn, fully expect a lot to come out from him. Ooh. What does that? Is that my main phase? Okay. I was just confused. It's like, I think he was discarding. Yeah, he was discarding. I was like, what is going on? I thought I was drawing cards for a second. All right, so look what I have right now. I've got the 3/2 flying Death Touch. I've got a 4/3 in play. He can block this. He cannot block the flying. I've got 4 mana, and I can play. Do I want to Hunger of the Nim now? I think I still want to hold off. So I'm going to play the Glider. It's going to be a 2/2 flying. Metalcraft is activated because I've got more than 3 artifacts in play. I'm going to activate this again, further pumping up my creatures. This card is unbelievable. I can't not believe I got that on the immediate draw. I'm going to swing with both. Again, I expect him to block that 5/4. It'd be stupid of him not to. And as such, thin up one of his 1/1s. I'm okay with that. There we go. So there he is, blocking the 5/4. He's forced to take the 4/3 because it has flying. So it's going to bring him down to 8. He loses the 1/1. Good trade-off for me. Thin up his creature numbers, making things a little more difficult come the next go-around. And he's doing the Aether Mutation again, so he's going to return that to my hand. He's going to get 2 1/1s in play, converted mana cost 2. So that's what he gets. Again, something I'm okay with. That's certainly not the worst of things for me, because now I've got this flying creature in play. So figure out that one. All right, another island. Got 5 mana in play now. I could play the Stone Golem. It's a 4/4, but that's it. Nothing special about him, just a 4/4. I don't think I'm going to do that yet. Still have the Hunger of the Nim as an option, and I may actually use that this turn. So first thing is first. Let me do this. Okay, then I'm going to pump up all my creatures for 1/1, making him a 4/4, and watch me win the game right here. Going to Hunger of the Nim on him, so he's going to get +4/+0, making him an 8/4 flying. And time to swing. He should be taking the 8 damage, and that should be victory for Force. Blocks the 6/5 with a 1/1. 8/4 goes through. And Force wins! Force has defeated Kiora Atua. Yes, I did. Yes, I did indeed. All right, beautiful. Beautiful. I'm on a roll right now. That deck proved to be quite solid for me. I also unlocked Kiora's deck as a result. So that'll do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, I unlocked a neat little card there as well. Cool stuff, cool stuff. All right, guys, thank you for watching another episode of Force Plays Magic. Stay tuned for some additional episodes. I will continue to play through the campaign, and then once I have played through the campaign and found a deck that I enjoy, and unlocked all cards in it, I will be heading to multiplayer online play, and that will also be exciting. So stay tuned for more of the campaign. As always, guys, keep watching and keep owning.